After I met up with Verena, we went to the castle ruins in a small community called Donaustadt. Here we explored the ruins for a while and watched the sunset while overlooking the blue Danube. The funny part about visiting this castle is we looked down and we saw an old tower that used to be a part of the castle, and there was a gate to get in that was locked, as you see right there, and I just wiggled the door and broke in, and then we got to see. Now this is Valhalla. It is right next to the castle, and it's like an old Greek ruins type place, and it was beautiful, and we had a picnic there. Part of the deal of us backpacking through Europe together was to see as many castles as we could. This is Burghausen, the longest castle in the entire world, at 1.2 kilometers. We walked through there, and it's many different complexes and lots of green space. The river next to it was this beautiful shade of green. Next stop on our journey was Salzburg, Austria. This was one of the most beautiful cities I visited, but I've already said that about many of them. And we had a place right next to the river and looked up at the beautiful white castle on top of the mountain. This was the part where my foot was absolutely horrendous, and you don't need to know the details really, but walking was extremely painful. Luckily, Verena and I still got along fine and went to the doctor in Vienna. I finally got to see the Alps. This is the Austrian Imperial Palace, the headquarters of the Austrian Empire. I learned so much about Empress Sisi and Emperor Franz Joseph. We were not allowed to take pictures inside, so next stop was the beautiful cathedral, where I went to see the catacombs. We walked through catacombs that were hundreds of years old, and I again could not take any pictures, but we even saw bones from the bubonic plague. Catacombs are kind of my interest, so I was really happy that we were able to finally see them. Next is all my photos starting from Vienna and going backwards in time. My next stop will be Nice, France. And thank you so much to Verena and Denise for taking me to a doctor and showing me all the most beautiful places that I could have ever seen in Europe.